Hey guys, today we are at the absolutely magnificently beautiful Sylvan Lake in the Black Hills. You know, we've seen a lot of beautiful things, but I can't compare it to anything because it's very unique and extremely beautiful in its own way.
Right. I feel like it is a very small lake. It's not large at all, maybe a couple acres. But what's really cool about it is these rocks that are just all around it. And it almost looks like a giant just took some like rocks that he found and just like placed them there. And like, I don't know, they're just huge and they're gorgeous and how they're formed and how erosions happened. And Dan will show you, do a pan.
So if you're in the Black Hills Custer area, you gotta stop by Sylvan Lake and just either hike it. We brought the paddleboard, so we're gonna hike it and paddleboard it.
And I know a lot of people also brought like canoes or kayaks, but it appears that maybe at the little general store that's here or at the campground, they might rent rowboats or kayaks. So that would be a good place to call and see if they rent something if you're not able to bring something. Perfect, let's go explore.
All right, let's go explore. Hey look, tide's out.
Oh, hi.
Well, hey.
What do you think so far?
I tell you, the ginormity of these rocks it's amazing. And to think those rocks right there there's a lake on the other side of those. They're holding up an entire lake. It's just crazy. It's mind-boggling.
Like, look how tiny Dan is. You know, Dan's 6'2". He'll say 6'1.5". But look how little he is. And that thing is just like huge. And that's one of the smaller rocks. That's so neat. You know, Dan was saying that this is on the other side of this rock. It's actually coming through this little crack that's coming here, making its way down, and then it goes along to a stream. So that's just kind of a visual, and there it was. Well, there it is.
I feel like I'm in The Hobbit right now. I think the stairs lead to a pot of gold protected by a dragon. Let's go find out. All right, we got the spider web.
I think it's going to be cool to paddleboard around here. I mean, it's not a large lake. I think I already said that. But just to like go around all these cool rock formations, and you know, when you're standing on shore, they look X amount. Like in your head, you're like, oh, those are neat rocks. But then when you're paddleboarding by them, like this one is ginormous. Like it's huge. And it just doesn't look that big when you're on the shore. So it's kind of neat to see like perspective when you're up close to it, how big these things are. So it's really neat. When we were driving here, it was flat, 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 flat. And literally it's like you crossed an invisible line, and that was like boulders, mountains, like hills, like ginormous stuff. And then all of a sudden it's switchbacks and all this crazy stuff. And it was just kind of weird with this whole like invisible line where it happened at, but then also knowing 35 miles down the road, it is flat as all get out. So I think the settlers, when they came upon this, they were like, WTF? How do we get out of here? I don't know.
Maybe they didn't want to leave here. Maybe them settlers were like, there's gold in them there hills. And they're like, there's water, there's trees, there's hills, there's deer. Let's stay. We live here now.
Yeah, right. I'm done traveling.
Yeah.
You are.
Wagon train west stops here. I made it on the rock without getting wet because this water is super cold. The water in Lake Superior is warmer than this. It's crazy. Check this out. What do you think? How am I getting down?
I don't know. I think you're gonna end up getting in the water. That kind of worries me because you have the car keys in your pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see. All right. The question is, how is Dan getting off this rock? Because it was hard for him to get in it. So we're gonna watch, just in case there's a good moment.
Oh yeah!
Dang, that was like a pro. Holy cow, look at you.
It's like I've done this before.
You look like an absolute pro when you just did that.
This is Julie paddling through Butt Crack Pass. Or maybe it should be called Hemorrhoid Rock. Let us know in the comments which one you prefer. We're officially naming it on this channel. So here we are on the lakeside, and this crack is where the water comes out of and creates the stream on the backside that we hiked around. All right, let's talk South Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Beautiful state. It's breathtaking. Whether you're on the plains, which is crazy small roller grasslands, you're in the Badlands, which is just barren, nothing except for eroded stuff, but yet still beautiful. And then you come here to the Black Hills, and all magnificently beautiful, but in their own ways, and so diverse. I mean, like Julie was saying, we drove, what, 30 miles and went from plains to here. If we drove 30 miles the other way, we're in the Badlands. Just, man, what a cool place.
It's a very, like you said, diverse, and that's exactly what, it was a very diverse state. And if you, like, enjoy looking at, you know, the flatlands and, you know, miles and miles, then there's something for you to do there. But then if you would rather do hiking and like really strenuous hikes, I mean, there's some really strenuous, crazy hikes that go up in elevation by a couple thousand feet. There's just like everything here. It's just crazy how diverse it is.
Yeah. And I would say the people are incredibly friendly.
They are, yeah. Everybody
Like,
here, like not just like the tourists,
yeah,
but the locals. We've talked to multiple locals, and they are so friendly, so willing to like give out information and just kind of chat with you about their state and like the area that they live and what they love about it. It's very like surprisingly like friendly, welcoming area, and
yeah,
like way different than some places we've been to. So
yeah.
it's very nice.
So we were coming home from the lake, and look what we see on the side of the road. Just chomping away. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification, and that way you'll be notified every time we upload a new video.